All
what
right.
day is it?
Ooh. So it is now August 27th, but we are going to backtrack in time to January 1st. We threw everything into the van and left to drive to Las Vegas, Nevada for the first half of our drive to San Francisco, California.
Oops, I'm sorry.
One of my favorite parts about van life is that unloading the groceries just involves rolling up your cart to the side door and then unloading them into the fridge.
It's pretty great.
I'm trying to figure out how to say, like, this is the start of our journey.
I'll take a shot at it. After you're done digging out of your ear. Yeah, so we made the drive, and had we had the forethought to film this 6, 8, 9 months ago, we probably should have done that. But either way, we're excited now, looking back on it, to like revisit and share all of that, those memories and that footage and those great times together.
Mm-hmm. We made the drive across 4 states from Colorado, Utah, Nevada, and into California in 2 days to start the beginning of our second 6 months of full-time living out of the van.
At that point, though, we only thought we were going to be there for 3.
That's true.
Yeah, so it was like a surprise.
It was. And then I also just remember eating Arby's.
That's when you went in and got Arby's, and I publicly dumped our urine jug.
Welcome to Utah! Our second state, and we've been driving since 7 this morning, and it's 3 o'clock now. So that's 8 hours.
And a grocery stop.
Well, after a long day of driving, it is now 8:45 Pacific Standard Time, and we are going to go to bed now. And basically, we're just parked on some BLM land. There's another bus conversion parked down the road from us, so hopefully this will be a good sleep. We slept in the desert outside of Nevada.
That night it was really cold.
It was freezing.
We had to decide our route based on what city was going to be the warmest.
Right. So, after waking up, 30-degree weather, here's where we slept last night for free. And we slept next to that little bus.
Yep. The schoolie.
And then we woke up to those pink skies.
Mm-hmm.
It was so beautiful. We took our little home on wheels to Las Vegas, explored Las Vegas on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, and it was like the day after New Year's Day.
Yeah.
So it was like
The day
everyone
after.
had partied and then the city was dead.
And it was quiet. There was like, I think we saw like one pile of vomit on the streets, but it was like an eerie place to see on a Sunday morning as the sun is coming up, without all the lights and fanfare and things like that.
Start it up.
Do you remember what everyone kept saying to us?
What?
They're like, hey, are you gonna be here later tonight?
Oh yeah.
We're like, no.
No.
We're just walking around at 8 a.m.
We
in
just-
Las Vegas.
We just wanted to check off Las Vegas.
This is lit.
But it was cool. There was lots of cool architecture buildings. We got to go into Caesar's Palace. You're gonna turn left onto Nord Avenue. A couple days ago, we were in Michigan, on the other side of the country, and now we're in Southern California. Oh, do we even have to do anything?
I'm sure there's a person in the booth. I'll just make sure. That was easy.
Strange. And I think it's easy to get into a bit of an ego rhyme, but this whole van life adventure is a product of what is possible with the good old World Wide Web. Do people still call it that?
No.
Is it just the internet now?
Yeah.
I think this is really just having an idea, looking at your resources to get it done, and the internet has honestly just made all of this possible. Oh, it's also a product of the highway system. So really, we had nothing to do with any of this. Apart from looking for resources to make something happen and then to do it. those green hills. Remember when we first rolled up into those green hills?
And I took some pictures of you.
Yeah. And it was just like, wow, we finally made it to the true California. And then after Las Vegas, we were able to drive the rest of the way to California, and we ended up on Monterey. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it wasn't that, it's just outside of Monterey.
It was Pacific Grove or something.
Pacific Grove, which became a home away from home, about 2 hours south of San Francisco. So this is a little bit about our story. And we're two people trying to figure out how to work and live in the van while also having professional careers. And a little bit about how we were terrified to do San Francisco, but it was such a blessing in disguise. I mean, if you Google San Francisco, it's one of those cities that is like the #1 break-in city, I think, in the United States. And all of our possessions were in our car. So it's called like smash and grab city or something like that. There's no parking there. Like, that's not a thing.
Well, there's parking garages, but none will fit a van.
None will fit a van. And I remember our first day pulling into the city, we were like, where the hell did we move to? So this is our story of doing van life in San Francisco at the start of 2022, when we weren't quite sure we were ever going to really get out of COVID. All right.
Are we? I'm still not sure we're gonna get out of COVID.
That's true. Well, let's go find out if we get out of COVID. Ow!
Ready?
2.
3, 2,
Don't slam my hand.
1. You're not even trying.
I am trying.
Try.
That's right, you're the man.
Someone's gotta be it.
Above our parking spot is a billboard for Weed Maps, and there's a graffitied wall and a bottle of beer open.